Hello class, we are going to learn to convert decimal numbers into fraction. Let's start with simple decimal numbers, or what we call finite decimal numbers, decimal numbers that don't go on forever. Okay? To convert any finite decimal number into fraction that has a k digit after the decimal point, okay, just multiply and divide the number by 10 to the power of k and simplify your answer. Okay? What we mean by 10 to the power of k is 1 followed by k zeros. This means that if k is 1, we'll multiply and divide by 10. If k is 2, we multiply and divide by 100. And if k is 3, we are going to multiply and divide by 1,000. So now, here are some examples. Change the following decimal numbers into fractions. So note right here, we have one decimal digit. We have one digit after the decimal point. So we are going to multiply, as we said earlier, by 10. So we multiply by 10, but we also have to divide by 10 at the same time. The number that you multiply by is the same number you divide by. So what is 1.2 times 10? Okay, move the decimal point 1 to the right when you're multiplying by 10. So that gives you 12, okay, over 10. And then we can simplify this to by 2. So 12 divided by 2 give you 6. And 10 divided by 2 give you 5. So our final answer would be 6 over 5. Whenever you can simplify a decimal number, a fraction, okay, do it. Okay. Your result need to be in simple forms. Okay, that means simplified. Number 2, 3.25. Okay, we note that we have 1, 2 digit after the decimal point. So we are going to multiply by 100. Okay, 1 with 2 zeros, and divide by 100. We always divide by what we multiply by. Okay, so we know how to multiply a number by 100. We move the decimal point 1, 2 to the right. So it would be 325 over 100. Now, we can simplify this by 5, okay, and also simplify again by 5, but we can go straight ahead and simplify by 25. The biggest, the number that you can, that you find as a common factor, okay, that you can simplify by, the fastest it would be. So I did this already, so I know we can simplify it by 25. So 325 divided by 25 give you 13. 100 divided by 25 give you 4. Don't worry about the simplification process right now. I will make a separate video about this, about that. I don't want this video to be too long. So this give you 13 over 4. Now number 3. Okay. 21.46. Okay. Yes, you guessed it right, we are going to multiply by 100 since we have 2 digit after the decimal point. So times 100 divided by 100. So that gives us 2,146 divided by over 100. An obvious number to simplify it by is 2. Since both of the numerator and denominator are all even, you can simplify by 2. Okay. So 2 divided by 2 and get 1. 1 divided by 2, okay, we have 0. 0 times 2 for 1, 14, 7. Okay, you have 0 left. 6 divided by 2, you will get 3. 100 divided by 2 is 50. Let's write that right here. Hold on. I don't have enough space right here, so I'll write it right here. So that's 1073 over 50. Okay. Now number 4. 0.367. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 digits after the decimal point, so we are going to multiply by 1,000 and divide by 1,000. Okay. So that will give us 367 over 1,000. I don't see any immediate value to simplify it by, so I'll leave it as it is. So I will leave this as it is. Number 5. Okay, we have 1 digit, 1 decimal point. This is 1 number after the decimal point, so we are going to multiply by 10 and divide by 10. So that will give us 242 divided by 10. An obvious number we can simplify by is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we get 121 over 5. Okay. Now, I wanted to give this example to show you that no matter how many number you have, how many digits you have after the decimal point, you can always change a finite decimal number into fraction. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits after the decimal point. So we are going to multiply by 10,000, 1 followed by 4 zeros, and divide by 10,000. Okay. So that will give us 75,691, okay, over 10,000. I do not see any immediate number I can simplify this by. I'll leave it as it is, since the goal of this video is not about simplifying fractions. Okay, that's it, class.